In this video, we build a GCP landing zone with strict compliance. Fast. The tool is Merlin Studio. It is built on a compiled AI approach. Compliance frameworks, Google documentation, and best practices are compiled ahead of time into schemas, templates, and code. Same for the outputs. The runtime takes this pre-compiled data plus your parameters and produces the artifacts. Let's begin. I enter as guest. No registration needed. I create a new task. A healthcare provider on GCP. Strict compliance. The dashboard opens. I name the task, pick GCP, and start. Discovery starts. 6 steps this time. The organization first. A healthcare company. 200 to 500 employees. The worked example on top shows how to answer. I fill the company profile. Healthcare. A few hundred people. Going live in months. Identity and billing. Then the team. Platform team, GCP experience, what already runs. Identity through Google Workspace. A billing account exists. The team is small. The GCP experience is moderate. Tooling. Terraform for infrastructure code, and the CI platform. Output format is fast. That is Cloud Foundation Fabric, Google's own Terraform framework for enterprise landing zones. Modular, opinionated, maintained by Google. For a complicated landing zone, it is the right base. Simple setups take plain TFVARS instead. Now compliance. This is the core of this run. HIPAA and SOC2, plus Google Best Practice, CIS Benchmarks, as the baseline. Data sensitivity is highly regulated. Patient data, PHI. Encryption with customer-managed keys. This selection forces CMEK, data access logging, and long audit retention downstream. I tick the 3 frameworks. The tool explains next to each one what it forces later. Regions and disaster recovery. Primary and secondary region. Warm standby. Recovery point in minutes, recovery time in hours. Workloads. GKE and Cloud Run for compute. BigQuery, Cloud SQL, Firestore, cloud storage for data. The data choices matter here. Every data service in a HIPAA setup gets encryption and access logging in the output. Discovery is done, the profile came out standard. Level 2 complexity, not the simple profile. Strict compliance needs more structure. The summary lists the configuration sections. This time I go through them in guided mode. I want to see the decisions. 14 sections for this profile. The required ones are marked. I open the first. Foundation metadata. Labels, contacts, compliance, and governance settings. The regions are already filled. I selected them in Discovery. That is the pattern here. Preset values come from 3 sources: my Discovery answers, the compliance frameworks, and Google best practice defaults. Guided mode shows them. I review and confirm. Resource hierarchy. Folder structure for a regulated organization. Environments separated. Environment folders. Production separated from development. The hierarchy follows the compliance boundary. IAM model. Break glass accounts for emergencies. Security policies. Domain-restricted sharing. These come from the compliance requirements, not from me. Notice the badges on the fields. Red means mandatory. A framework requires it, it cannot be skipped. Orange means recommended. You can change it, but the recommendation is marked. Hybrid connectivity. Here's the opposite case. Some parameters cannot come from Discovery or frameworks. Nothing knows your on-premises network. Address ranges, VPN, or interconnect details. These the user provides by hand. Resource management. Labeling strategy, naming conventions. The last section. Labeling and naming rules. Enforced by policy, not by convention. Configuration complete. The specification is ready. Compliance posture. SOC 2, 13 of 13. HIPAA, 29 of 29. CIS Benchmarks, 17 of 17. Every requirement mapped and met. Every framework requirement maps to a control in the specification. The list is long. That is the point of precompiling it. The artifacts. This is fast output. 59 YAML files, plus the Terraform stages and documentation. The standard Cloud Foundation fabric structure. A platform team works with this directly. The documentation includes the CMEK keyring setup. Key management is not left as an exercise. More documentation. A deployment guide, a placeholders file, compliance upgrades for later. The diagrams are Mermaid files. They render in the browser or inside the docs. Architecture diagrams for the healthcare landing zone. And the scorecards. Every check has an explanation, passed or failed, with the reason. Everything downloads as one archive, a working foundation for a regulated company, not an empty folder.